Good Lord, I cannot express how giddy I felt when I heard the news that Disney and NBC Universal are suing MidJourney for copyright infringement. Like, bro, MidJourney is fucked. Can I screen share? Yeah, it's screen sharing. Okay, so I got this article from Deadline. Full of ads, gotta love it. Thank you, Ted Johnson, for letting us know. But yeah, basically, Disney, the Disney legal team is cracking down on MidJourney. And I believe MidJourney was the one that I had covered previously that had, what's it? It was known for scraping a lot of data. And then when I looked into the artists that it was getting, or that it was scraping, I saw some that really pissed me off. Do you guys happen to know Ed's World? I might just be dating or aging myself just by mentioning that. Because it was not something that was... God damn it, let me... I'm trying to fix something, don't worry about it. It was an older YouTube series. Or not YouTube series, I think it was actually done in Flash. I need the background. I needed to have some opacity. Ed's World was awesome. I used to watch it back in the day a lot. But yeah, when I was first hearing about MidJourney and its shenanigans, I got real upset to find out that Ed Gold's stuff was in there. And like he passed away a while ago and it was angering. I'm worried where this is going. No, he was just it was another case of an artist that's passed away so they can't give any sort of consent and their art just gets put into it and it was fucking I hate why is my name tag being like that? Oh my god. Be difficult. Fine. So ever since then, I've just not liked MidJourney. But I've like kind of had issues with AI since I first heard of it. Just haven't had I don't know, the words to fully convey how I felt. These days I do. Anyways, let's get on to the article. Walt Disney Corporation and NBC Universal have sued AI company MidJourney on Wednesday, alleging that its image generating service functions as a virtual vending machine that generates, quote, endless unauthorized copies, end quote, of copyrighted works. Which, I mean, yeah, if these AI companies were the least bit smart, they would have at least blocked, Disney stuff from being scraped. 'Cause, like, how can you not think they're not going to come after you? It's goddamn Disney. They go after counterfeiters all the time. The lawsuit, filed in U.S. District Court in Los Angeles, is the first major legal action that studios have taken against an AI company. Axios first reported on the lawsuit. Okay, so that's who was first on the scene. Cool. I don't know anything about them. The lawsuit states, quote, by helping itself to plaintiffs' copyrighted works and then distributing images and soon videos that blatantly incorporate and copy Disney's and Universal's famous characters without investing a penny in their creation. MidJourney is the quintessential copyright-free writer and a bottomless pit of plagiarism. Piracy is piracy, and whether an infringing image or video is made with an AI or another technology does not make it any less infringing. Oh my god. Yeah, it's fun. Hey, Renata. I hope I pronounced that right. Glad to see you. And Disney and NBCU are seeking specified maximum are unspecified maximum statutory damages and accounting of MidJourney's proceeds from the alleged infringement and injunctive relief. Wow, they're going for everything on these guys. They're trying to take all their money. God, I hope Disney wins. Please, Disney, you got this. It's so weird to feel like I'm encouraging on a mega corporation, but here we are. I really want Disney to win this suit. And I don't think that, I do not think, I don't want Disney to win because fuck Disney. Well, it's Disney versus MidJourney. This would be a huge win against generative AI because they just keep stealing from people. I don't like Disney, but I want them to stop MidJourney here to set the precedent that it's not okay for other AI companies to do the same things these guys are doing. As an example, the lawsuit states that if a MidJourney subscriber, quote, submits a simple text prompt requesting an image of the character Darth Vader in a particular setting or doing a particular action, MidJourney obliges by generating and displaying a high-quality downloadable image featuring Disney's copyrighted Darth Vader character. End quote. The same is true of NBCU's Minions character. The lawsuit features the images as well as a number of other examples. Representatives for MidJourney did not immediately respond to request for comment. I wonder why they haven't. Maybe I'm a bit pessimistic about believing them losing to Disney will help anyone. I'm willing to bet that the precedent set by this first fully legal case would make them at least more wary about where they're scraping their learning. I don't know how it works fully. Because we know they want to control the AIs. Yeah, that's true. Fucking Disney is not above AI. They've used AI in plenty of their shit. But at the very least, it's a little more ethical by Disney standards because they make their actors sign into it. So they technically do get consent. I'm not the biggest fan of it at all. But it's more ethical than what MidJourney does. And at least it's a step in the right direction, goddammit. The lawsuit also delves into the use of copyrighted material to train AI models, a practice that is the source of fiery debate between major AI firms and content companies. The lawsuit noted that MidJourney has been teasing a new video service, quote, meaning that MidJourney is very likely already infringing plaintiffs' copyrighted works, end quote. That's how they train their model. They don't fucking... Oh, God, I wish I had that article where the dude from MidJourney had just openly said in an interview that, that of course they don't get, consent to scrape or use the data or the media in order to train their thing. There's no way we could or keep track of all that. How do we find it? That's your problem, dude. That's how copyright works, man. Get used to it. I mean, copyright system ain't perfect. But in the society we live in today, I'd rather we have it than not. Excuse me. As Congress has weighed new laws to regulate AI, the official position of Motion Picture Association has been that existing copyright law is sufficient to address a new front in the piracy wars. The MPA has emphasized the need for flexibility, including leaving up to the courts to decide whether the use of copyrighted content in training models is a fair use. I don't think that's a solution. I don't think just leaving it to the courts is fair use. Yeah, Disney winning is kind of an unknown. Yeah, but I'd still rather see Disney win than MidJourney because we know where it will go with MidJourney, and with Disney at the very least, it could just be a direction into like ethical AI, and then we just have to solve the fuck, like the power consumption part. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of AI, but I wouldn't really have any arguments against it if it didn't have the ethical and environmental issues that it does. I would basically just be able to say you're lazy if you use AI. Because, like, if there was plenty of artists that were like, yeah, use my stuff, but give me a fee, I can't tell them they can't do that. It's their art to do with what they wish, but it's not other people's art, or it's not, how do I phrase that? But it's not art for other people to do as they wish. Does that make sense? I don't know. Or the part where people, or where AI makes people commit because it kills their AI girlfriend. Yeah, that is its own big issue. And holy shit, people, stop going to AI for social interactions, please. Oh my god. Whenever I hear somebody talk to me about like, oh yeah, I started talking with this Chat GPT bot, and I'm like, go outside, please. What was that movie about the dude falling in love with AI? Because, like, there was a movie a while ago, kind of like touching on the part of what it means to be human, what it means to love, and it's like these types of people didn't get the meaning of the video or the movie. Or maybe I'm just remembering the movie wrong. Okay, where was I? The New York Times and book authors, among others, have sued AI companies over the use of copyrighted materials, but the studios suggest that MidJourney's use of copyrighted works was more obvious. Like, please tell me you got the link to that. I don't know if it says it. Quote, this case is not a close call under well-settled copyright law. End quote. The lawsuit states, adding that MidJourney's quote MidJourney quote sells subscriptions to consumers so that they can view and download copies of plaintiffs' valuable copyrighted characters. That is textbook copyright infringement. End quote. Ooh, excuse me. People who can't imagine another way have often had their imaginations manipulated by some form of justifying ideology. Yeah, that's very true. Okay, the studio claims that MidJourney could implement protection measures to prevent its image service from generating infringing images, but it has not done so. The studio said that before the legal action they had asked MidJourney to take such action, but this has quote, continued to release new versions of its image service, which, according to MidJourney's founder and CEO, have even higher quality infringing images. End quote. I am going to butcher this name, but I know that's Horatio, but Gutierrez, nailed it. Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Legal and Compliance Officer for Disney, said in a statement, quote, our world-class IP is built on decades of financial investment, creativity and innovation. Investments only made possible by the incentives embodied in copyright law. that give creators the exclusive right to profit from their works. We are bullish on the promise of AI technology and optimistic about how it can be used responsibly as a tool to further human creativity. But piracy is piracy, and the fact that it's done by an AI company does not make it any less infringing. End quote. Yeah, okay. Kim Harris, Executive Vice President and General Counsel of NBCU, said, quote, "Creativity is the cornerstone of our business. We are bringing this action today to protect the hard work of all the artists whose work entails or entertains and inspires us, and the significant investment we make in our content. Theft is theft regardless of the technology used, and this action involves blatant infringement of our copyrights." Yeah. Charles Rivkin, chairman and CEO of the MPA, said in a statement following the lawsuit, quote, "Strong copyright protection is the backbone of our industry. A balanced approach to AI that both protects intellectual property and embraces responsible, human-centered innovation is critical for maintaining America's global leadership in creative industries," end quote. Studios are represented by David Singer, Julie Shepard, and Lauren Green of Jenner and Block. I'm guessing those are the lawyers. I don't know anything about them, but goddamn. I'm just such not a fan of AI at all. There was a time where I was like, I can't really give that much of a shit if you're just going to use it for reference and then have a real artist come in and do it. But then it's like the prompts you would put in to generate that first bit of reference material that's what you tell the artist. Like, we don't need AI at all. I don't like that it's being promoted as like this big next thing for technology. And oh my God, I don't know. I at the very least, I do want to see Disney win this so that we see less AI scraping from stolen works. Because, yeah, the big things are, or the major complaints of why I'm like fully against AI in its current state is the ethical reasons, the stealing of all the media, and the environmental reasons. Like, we don't need to keep burning down a rainforest every time we want to see a funny picture. God, I miss the days of the low effort MS Paint shit posts. Those were golden. Where'd they go? They got turned into AI. It's AI slop now. Most of the promotion stuff is just gaslighting and bullshit. Yeah. Because, like, it's the main concern, I would say, is, like, one of my personal biggest concerns is the deep faking of stuff. And, like, being able to generate not safe for work media over people that don't want it done to them. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if most of you guys don't go on Twitter because it's a fucking toxic cesspool. But so often, especially lately, have there been people just responding to pictures of, people posting themselves? Grok, can you make her have yogurt on her face? And it's like, that is just sexual harassment. Leave people the fuck alone. Why is this being allowed by these companies? AI could be good, like finding cures to diseases. It's been taken over by grifters. Oh my God, you're making me think of something. I hope I still have it bookmarked. Or you can be autistic like me, who is dissatisfied with the process and just goes and just goes sans reference and brute forces the process. No, totally fair, totally fair. The important thing is that people follow a creative process, and inputting prompts into an AI is not a creative process. It's the start of a creative process, and it can't be the end goal of said creative process. Where's that video? I must have bookmarked it a while ago. I really hope I didn't unbookmark it. But for the most part, as it stands, I do not like where we are with AI. What? Oh shit, did I actually? Okay, so basically what I was looking for... Oh no, the video's gone. Okay. I'm sorry for showing you guys Twitter. But here we have what I consider a good use of an AI model. It translates American Sign Language into English. You incorporate this with AR technology, like augmented reality, like... I hate them. I hate them so much. But you implement this with Google Glasses, I can see that as a valid reason to have Google Glasses on, or at least near you. So you don't need to personally know ASL, and yet you could still understand what people are saying when they're speaking in American Sign Language. There would just need to be a way to do it both ways, so to speak. So like the person using American Sign Language would also be able to, still understand you if they were harder of hearing. The Whisper LLM is crazy impressive for doing text to speech and speech to text. Pardon? The subtitles it does in real time are amazingly accurate. Oh. That could be handy. I should potentially look into that. What we need is holistic education. I didn't learn better how to do bodies until I did 2D and 3D. Yeah, like I don't know where in the world you reside, and I'm not going to presume to guess or even attempt to try and figure it out. I am from Canada, and our education system could be more comprehensive. America, oh God, I'm so sorry. But our education systems could be a lot better. I plan to become a Canadian. Okay, so if you are an American and you are wanting to move over here to Canada, I would recommend against going the asylum route, because it's really hard to prove that your government is specifically going after you and not just, trans people broadly. You would want to move here and then become a permanent resident. Renata, please, I'm sorry if I butcher this. I'm so sorry. Renata is actively working on the process of becoming a citizen. Nice. Oh, I don't have my name tag. Now I do. Now her partner's in Canada. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. But yeah, go through the permanent resident to becoming full-on citizen rather than trying the asylum route, because like just the last time I talked about Canada and asylum seekers was when there was that, I think it was a year or two ago. There was a bunch of, I think, Syrian migration crisis, because they're trying to flee that dictatorship. I don't know the full details. It's been a while since I looked into it, but Canada only allowed like 10,000 at most, and then literally turned everybody else away, sent them back to where they were coming from. Oh, shit, I missed that. And like we've been doing this, that has been AI. It's not even new, and it can be developed further and getting better, but machine learning in that usage has always been it for the last 20 plus years. Yes, like I 100% agree there are good uses for AI. Typically, when I am talking about bad AI, I do try to what's it? Excuse me. I do try to make it clear that generative AI, where you take text prompt or something and then just generate something from just that without any actual, creative process. However, something like that that sign language thing, that's a good use of AI. I'm also an autodidact. I'm also an autodidact. I'm so sorry. I was a library nerd in school. Nice. I learned things the school didn't want to teach us. And then they get mad that you learn things at school. They always, what's it? Not sure if that is better than worse than a bad dragon. Um, I don't know. I thought I heard their stuff was pretty high quality. Wait, did Bad Dragon use AI generation? The amount of stuff I've learned about how the world really works since becoming a VTuber via friends in YouTube is astounding. Oh, I know. It's wild how much how much knowledge is out there. Yeah, the company is shitty. I think I had at most I think I had heard that they have molded off of some actual animals, and that I do not like. But then like the dragon stuff, like how you gonna mold that? But yeah, I haven't I've never bought from one of their stuff, even though they've had some pretty appealing products. There's a full document on it. It's a lot of things. Oh, that's unsettling. I was not aware there was a full doc on them. But I wouldn't be surprised if they used like AI generated 3D models for their bases or something. I wasn't either until like 2 weeks ago. Like I had heard some stuff, but like I've also haven't been super interested in them. I've been more interested in making jokes regarding their name, like just talking about a dragon and calling them bad, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm probably going to avoid those kind of jokes going forward. God dang. God, now I want to know what it feels like to shove an AI generated 3D dragon. Guys, calm down. It's just for the bit, okay? Okay. Like I would not put it past them if they did it. Welcome back, Tibbs. Oh goddamn, my earbuds are breaking. God, that's what I get for using $30 headphones. People forget I can get really unhinged. No, like seriously, I keep I don't know why. Well, I guess I kind of know why, but I get the impression that you're like you're keeping yourself a lot more measured because of your status with what's it? Because weren't you on like in the rotation for front page for LGBT tag? I forget. I know you mentioned that, and then something like that would be like, yeah, that's probably why Seahorse doesn't get too unhinged kind of thing. But I don't know where they fully land. But then you say out of pocket stuff like that, and it's like, oh yeah, Seahorse is as awesome as I thought they were. Been on front page a few times. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's what I thought you had mentioned. Okay, I don't think I need earbuds in. Excuse me. Okay, I think we've moved away from talking about the MidJourney lawsuit well enough. Well, I usually don't hear you say things like that, which are more lewd, as much as other unhinged things, perhaps. Haha. Yeah, like no, I get that. Renetta, please tell me if I'm mispronouncing your name. You might have, and I missed that because I'm terrible at keeping up. But yeah, with the seahorse, I don't get the vibe that they're like anti-sex, but they also don't make nearly as much as or as many sex jokes as like I do. Look, I have a curious exploration side, all right? Oh, no, you do not need to. Renetta. Okay, Renetta. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I was pronouncing it correctly because I do like calling people the way or referring to people the way they want to be referred to. I don't know, it's just kind of some intrinsic thing about me where I kind of value people's individual self identities. I mean, even being demi ace, I have things where some of that is an exception. I mean, I'm also one of those kinky aces who has curiosities. Valid, totally valid. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys aren't fully aware. Like, Seahorse and Renetta, and then like some of the other people that just recently started hearing what I have to say. But my wife of 11 years in a couple months is very much ace, like asexual, and I am very much not. So I make a ton of dirty jokes at home, and the majority of them go over her head. And honestly, most of the time, it's just funny. And then there are the times where she will make dirty jokes, and then it goes over my head because I didn't expect her to make a dirty joke. It's so funny sometimes. But I got a story that I would love to share, but I don't know how Twitch would like it. And also it is completely unrelated to this mid-journey segment. I think I gotta hit stop recording. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I bet you're already a subscriber, huh? And I bet you already hit that like button, so I don't need to remind you. However, I am still going to thank all my beeps that support the channel through the membership. Thank y'all. You deserve that little kiss next to your name. If you're not subscribed, you really should. You get more stream segments like this, and I have video essays in the future.